Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be going over a couple last minute money making opportunities for GTA Online. I'm going over these because we obviously recently got the news that mansions are going to be quite expensive. So for some context, a couple days ago I made a video on the mansion trailer breakdown, a Safehouse in the Hills trailer breakdown from Rockstar, and in that video I said that I originally had the expectation of 10 to 15 million for this update, but near the end of the video I changed that to probably closer to 20 million, and a couple of days later we actually got confirmation that it will be on or around 20 million to fully upgrade one of these mansions. So Rockstar was reaching out to content creators as well as longtime fans and offering them $20 million into their GTA Online account to purchase their first mansion on them. So that kind of confirms that the top end of the mansion could be upwards of $20 million, but I still feel like there's a chance that it might be a little bit less than that. I feel like maybe they're just doing that, just, leaving a little bit of room, but still kind of giving close to the max amount. So I suggest you guys have 18 to 20 million, especially depending on obviously the customization and stuff like that will be dependent on it. But either way, I think it's going to be very, very expensive. I think, 15 to 20 million is still a good guess, depending on the customization, depending on the location, all that good stuff. So I want to go over in this video kind of some ways that I think are good ways to make money at this point in time, at least. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope it helps with your late night grind. So first of all, I would recommend that you set your spawn point to the auto shop. So not only can you do these contracts here, specifically the bank job, it is extremely easy to set up. The setups take not long at all, especially if you use like a motorcycle. The actual heist itself is very easy and you get a decent amount of money from it. Once again, it happens really quickly. That's the only one I would recommend doing though. But more so, you want to set your spawn location here because you are going to be able to customize cars and then passively get income by just kind of sending them to the customers through your workers. So I would say go spawn here, customize them, send them off with the NPCs, and you'll usually make a good 70,000 or so. I also recommend, this is what I always do, and it can either go good or bad. I put custom tires on them as well as bulletproof tires no matter what. Then I usually change the color of the tires as well, kind of make it look good. And once again, that might give you a little bonus or it might take a little away, but either way, you're still good. I can also recommend if you do it yourself, so if you decide to deliver to the customer yourself, you will get some XP for the racetrack or the car club, but it's kind of up to you. One benefit of that, however, as well, is that more cars will come in more often if you actually deliver it yourself. Either way, though, I think just passively it's good to just kind of log in here, send them on their way, and then kind of just every so often you'll get a notification. Go customize them, even just join a new session because your spawn location is that. In between missions we're going to talk about and stuff, just go back, customize the car, send it out with your worker, and you'll see free money in your account every so often. Definitely a good thing to do. After you've customized the cars, I recommend you head over to your garment factory and start up the high value file for this week, which is the art file. Doing so, you will pay 20 grand and you will go through these 3 missions and then do the finale. It takes less than an hour, it doesn't take long, and you get $1.25 million, so it's definitely worth it. It's an hour, it's easy. As you guys can see, priority file, the fine art file, is paying 1.224 million right now. Either way, it's very much worth doing. Takes an hour, it's an extra million real quick. Another good way to make money, I'd say, is to obviously do your acid lab. It's one of my favorite ways. I find the production is really quick. Remember to always boost your production. You can do it once a day. Always speak to Mutt. You can even call him on your phone and say, hey, buy supplies, 60 grand, whatever it is. It's very good. You can sell to dealers as well, but I recommend doing it in a full lobby. I'll show you guys the strategy that I use right now. So selling a full lobby, you saw there, it was like $350,000 to sell, and doing it in a full lobby gets you $200,000 more roughly. So it's definitely worth doing a full lobby. My strategy I usually use is call Lester right off the bat. I made a mistake here. Once your global signal actually goes off, call Lester right around that time and go off the radar, and then that will do a minute. At that point, you're going to use your CEO abilities. You're going to have to be CEO for this. You're going to be able to ghost organization after that minute is over, and then you'll be off the radar for another 3 minutes while you continue to do the mission. And then once that's over, usually you can kind of vary it a little bit. If there's no one near you, I would just kind of like hold off on doing it. But like if you see anybody approaching you, a lot of them, it depends on the one you get. Some of them will bring you out of the city. If that's the case, then definitely just kind of like do it while you're in the city, and then once you're out of the city, you have less to worry about. Obviously, always keep an eye on the notifications. If anybody's off the radar, if you see any oppressors coming towards you, go off the radar. But this strategy works really well because once Ghost Organization ends, you can usually call Lester again and you can go off the radar for a second time. And by that time, usually you're like done the mission anyway, so you're good to go. I also recommend make sure you're full up on snacks, because if you get the outcome where you have the delivery that you get, I guess, raided by the police, less so raided, but ambushed by the police whenever you're trying to put the product in the trunk of a car, make sure you have a lot of snacks. Just keep that menu open. After you open the trunk, keep that menu open. Get over to your bike, press Y, keep that menu open. Just spam snacks. It's very easy. You're going to be fine. If you die, it's a pain. It really is. But if you don't die, honestly, just spam the snacks. You're good. But just make sure you're full on snacks, which you can find at any of your businesses. But yeah, just keep doing this. Like I said, you can also go to dealers, but this is really easy money. Booster production, make sure to do that. Buy supplies. Make sure you're always calling them after, every so often, and just buying supplies whenever you can, and it'll go quick. I also obviously recommend selling anything else you have, like if you have any cargo crates, definitely like bunker sales and stuff like that, nightclub. Just sell everything you have for the most part. You're going to get to 20 million pretty quickly. Like a lot of your businesses are just kind of always racking up anyway, so it'll work out fine. But yeah, definitely the Acid Lab I highly recommend. It's an easy 500 grand, 550 grand every once in a while. It's doesn't take long. It's very easy. On to the next one. So second to last, I recommend the agency. The agency is by far probably like my favorite business in the game because of the fact that it's so easy. The security contracts are so easy, especially the recover valuables one, especially if you have this location that I'm at. It's extremely easy. It takes 5 to 10 minutes. You get anywhere from like 30 to 50, 70 grand, whatever it is. I also recommend do the VIP contract, the Dr. Dre missions. You'll get 1 million. It won't take long. It's another option to get some easy money. I find it's a lot quicker than a lot of things, especially now that you can skip the cutscenes. It'll take no time. But as you can see here, recover valuables, best security contract. And another bonus is the more security contracts you actually do through the agency, the more passive income it receives. So definitely just go all out. You can do one 5 to 10 minutes, like I said, get an easy 40,000. It adds up really quick. It's a good grind to do. And finally, we're going to move on to the last thing that I would recommend last minute wise for money making opportunities. The last thing I would recommend doing is the Super Yacht Life missions. They will get you a decent amount. Right now, they're 5 times GTA dollars as well as RP. Honestly, it'll probably be pretty good money. I haven't played any of them personally, but I know that it's probably going to be a lot. You're probably going to be getting over 100, probably 150,000 per mission, which is insane. And I also believe there's a first-time finishing fee. So if you are doing it for the first time, you will get a little bonus on top of that. I don't think that's also 5 times, but I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments below. But either way, as an option between other stuff, if you want to take a break from grinding the other stuff, do some missions. If you're waiting for your Acid Lab, I recommend just doing them. I've gotten so many invites, even if you don't own a yacht. Right now, you can upgrade your yacht for free if you have one of the lower models. But if you don't have a yacht, just join someone else. You'll be able to play it no problem. And yeah, it'll be very good money. So that's what I would recommend doing this final night before the update. I hope you guys are able to reach 20 million before tomorrow. Also, I will be streaming tomorrow over on Twitch, so come join if you guys want to go through the new content with me. I will be fully upgrading the mansion, or at least upgrading it to my taste, I guess more so. Even if it is 20 million for the fully upgraded, usually I just do it whatever looks good. So either way, yeah, come join me over on Twitch. I would really appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.